Hello. Thank you for joining me. I'm really happy you decided to work out with me. Today is a 30-minute strength training program. My name is Madeleine, and all you're going to need is a sturdy chair that doesn't have arms on the side, a small squishy ball, but if you don't have that, just go to the bathroom or the kitchen, grab a small towel, and I will show you how this will work just as well as the squishy ball. Okay, if you're ready and you got all that, let's have a seat. I'm starting the timer, and we're going to first check our posture. Feet flat on the floor. Your feet, you don't want them tucked under the chair. You want them flat on the floor and right under your knees. Now, wiggle side to side. Feel those sits bones, right? And then center your hips. Now, sitting up tall, feel your shoulders pull back and down. So you don't want to be rounded forward. You're trying to sit up very tall so we have good posture right from the very beginning. Now, we got to warm up. So all I want you to do is follow along with my moves. So I'm starting just flipping my hands, palms up and down, palms up and down. Excellent. You see that? You got it? All right, as you do the flipping, just move your hands to the side. Take a big deep breath in, and let's just talk about breath. You want to stay focused on your breath throughout the workout. Don't hold your breath. Just feel a nice big deep breath in and exhale. And a lot of times a good rule of thumb is to exhale on the hardest part of the exercise. That'll keep you from holding your breath. Okay? How's it going? You still moving your arms? Now watch. Go big. Now I'm still flipping my palms up as my arms extend out. Big deep breath in. The last one, I want you to hold your hands on your thighs, and let's warm up our legs. Just pump, lift right, lift left, lift right, up, up. Kind of like there's gum under your shoe and you go, ah. Lift, lift, 8, 7, 6, 5. Give me 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Now heel forward, heel. As you lift your heels, or as you extend your knee and your heel goes forward, pull your toes back. That's going to warm up your shins. And if you're with me, we can actually take it to a kick. Kick. Now let's get crazy and add an arm as we kick. With your thumb up, like you're going to give someone a nice strong handshake. That's it. Give me 4 more. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Whew. Give those legs a little bit of a breather. Let's go back to focusing shoulders back and down. Now hold your shoulders back and down. Turn your head to the right, center, and left, and center. Keep your breath and your spine tall. Again. Now instead of just your head, turn your shoulders and center. So you turn your head and your shoulders. Center. So you're going to see a little farther behind you, right? Center and turn and center. 1 more each way. Turn, center. Last one. Turn, center. Excellent. Ribs go right and left. Remember, the most important thing is that we move. So feel how you can move your whole torso and your arms. Yeah? This is how you warm up your body. Can you shoulder circle back, back? So it's not just the shoulder, you're actually moving your whole torso. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to our legs. Go out, in. But I want you to notice you can move your legs and your torso. So I'm going to lean side. As my leg goes out, My body goes the other way. In fact, I'm gonna make it even bigger by extending the arm out to the side. Are you with me? Try to reach and lengthen. Meanwhile, keep your abdominals tight and engaged. That way you can have this huge movement with your arms and your legs, and you don't have to worry about hurting your back because your abdominals are engaged. You're in good form. How about 4 more? 3, last 2, this is it, last one. Yay. All right, shake it out. What do you feel like you want to do? Does your body just want to move? Okay, just move. Listen to your body. Whatever your body says you should do, except sit still. Okay, time to pick up our squishy ball if you have it, or if you're using a small towel, this is what I want you to do. Find opposite corners so that the towel is as long as it can be. You twirl it, and then you're gonna tie it in a knot so that it actually creates kind of a ball. This is what you need. It doesn't have to be super tight. I don't care what it looks like. Just now, this is going to act just like the ball will act for us. All right, so you got that? I'm gonna put that back. If you have your ball, grab it. Time to focus on individual muscles, and then we'll move the whole body together. So first, our chest muscles. With the ball in front of you, fingertips on the ball, just squeeze, go squeeze, release. And what do you notice? I hope you notice that the muscles here in your chest, your pecs, those should feel like they're getting tight, release. Squeeze, release. So as you try to really press into the ball, even though it appears like the movement is in our fingertips, it's the muscles here in the chest that I want you to feel. Squeeze. Squeeze. Spoiler alert, you're probably feeling it in your shoulders too, because look, my shoulders are holding my elbows out. Inhale, exhale, just press and release. Okay, we're gonna do 8 more just like this. 7. So now count with me. 6, say it out loud. 5, I want you to hear your own voice. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent, because guess what? If you're counting out loud, if you're talking, then you're not holding your breath. Sometimes when we have a move like this, we tend to hold our breath. Really important to breathe. Okay, take that same move, but we're gonna do it with our legs. So place that ball right between your knees, right? And squeeze, release, squeeze. See if you can't keep the movement going as we do a little body check to make sure we're in good posture. Feel your abdominals pulled in, yeah? Feel your chest lifted tall, your shoulders back, and the muscles right between your shoulder blades squeezing. Not tightly, but just enough to pull your shoulders back and down. You're still squeezing the ball, right? See? We gotta get to the point where we can keep good posture and still perform a task. Okay, keep squeezing. Exhale and count with me. Count with me. 8, 7, 6. Can you count louder? 5. Shout it out. 4, 3, 2. Oh yeah, shake it out. Whew. Okay, so that got the inner thighs. Let's go back to the hands holding the ball. Another upper body exercise is for the wrist and forearms. Okay, so you're gonna roll the ball towards your chest. Get that action going. And then let's do our body check. Abs in, shoulder blades back and down. You feel tall and lifted. Big deep breath in. Let's count. Here we go. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you counting? 5. Hear your voice. 6, 7, 8, and relax. Shake it out. Whew. Okay, reset. Shoulders relaxed. We're gonna roll the other way now. So instead of rolling towards your chest, I want you to roll away. So I'm rolling the ball towards you. You should be rolling the ball towards me. Okay, let's keep this going, but I want you to twist to the right. So you go 1, 2, 3. Now twist to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So you're doing lots of things, right? You're keeping good posture. You're counting even though I'm not. You're engaging your abdominals, so there's that rotation through your torso. And you're working your wrists, hands. Yeah, mobility, really good, right? All right, we're gonna do it one more time. And relax, shake it out. Whew. Okay, little breather, reset. Take the ball and you're gonna place it to the outs of your, just on the outside of your knee. And this hand is gonna be like a wall. So imagine you're trying to move the ball, but the hand is not going to. And you just squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze. Oh yeah, this is getting the muscles on the outer side of your leg. So the outer side of the leg and the inner thighs, those are stabilizers. That helps you have stability when you're standing. Really important, right? Okay. So, we're gonna try again to do something a little different, little coordination. As you're squeezing, don't stop doing this, but add a reach with your other hand. Reach. Like you're gonna shake someone's hand. Go. 8, and we're gonna count out loud. 7, 6, and you're sitting up tall. 4, 3, 2. This is it, last one. And relax. Good job. We got the other side to go, which is very exciting. Remember, you're gonna try to move it with your leg. So your leg is trying to move, your hand is not letting it, and you're gonna get that outer thigh contraction, outer thigh and buttocks. Here we go. So 1, 2, stay tall, 3, 4, there you go. Keep tall, keep strong. Keep breathing and count it with me. Here we go. This time, let's count 1, 2. Come on, I want your neighbors to hear you. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and relax. Whew, okay, back to another upper body exercise. The ball is gonna be in your right hand or towel, and you're gonna reach out to the side with your thumb up. So you go out and front, side, front, side. So you're working the muscles of your shoulder. Even though the ball is not heavy, it's a movement. So you're working those muscles. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Beautiful. Give it a little breather. Hinge forward. So a hinge means you're moving your torso all as one piece. You're not going to round your spine. You don't have to go far. Imagine you were looking over a cliff, right? And you're really curious, but you don't want to get too close to the edge. So what's going to happen? Your spine's going to get really long to lift. Take the ball, keep it in your right hand, and you're going to now extend out to the side and down. But because you're in this hinged position, you're actually working now the back of your shoulder. And again, so you extend and down. You don't have to go super high. I like to imagine there's a string attached to my baby finger and my elbow. See if that imagery helps you have good form. Exhale, release. Hopefully you're feeling it in the back of your shoulder, not up here in the neck and shoulders, so no scrunching. And down, we got 1 more, 1 more. Release, come on up, and let's do the other side. So with the ball in your left hand, remember, thumb up, you go side and front. Here we go. Set up that good posture. Side, front, side. Oh, one more thing, I forgot to remind you. Don't let the ball go higher than your shoulder. You're only thinking of lengthening the arm, like you were handing the ball to someone and they're just, the tiniest bit too far away. Abdominals engaged and your shoulders back and down, so you're lifting tall and you're breathing. Exhale. 4 more. 1, 2, I know it's a long 4, 3, one more set, 4, excellent. Okay, do you remember what's next? Do you remember? We hinged forward. That was for the front and the middle of the shoulder. Now we're gonna get the back of the shoulder. As you extend that arm out, you're staying in this hinged position. And down. Your target, sometimes it helps to really know where your target is. You're targeting the rear of your shoulder, the back of your shoulder. So if you're scrunching, you may feel it up here. Try to relax and just do the motion as far as you can. Remember, sometimes we have different range of motion. We all are in different stages of our fitness level. We all have our issues. What we do is we just respect our body, really listen to what our body is telling us. You want to strengthen, and it's all right if the muscles are getting tired. That's okay. But you don't want to feel strain. Does that make sense? All right, give me 2 more. We got this, we got this. Is your back straight? Are you breathing? And down, good job. I ask you, because it reminds me. All right, that was great. That got the shoulders. Let's do a little hand-eye coordination, because I want to get through all these exercises so we can do some good stretches at the end. Hand-eye coordination. You're holding the ball, right? You're looking at the ball. You're going to toss and catch. Toss and catch. Toss and catch. That's it. Now you can do this if you have that rolled up towel, right? As long as it's staying in that knot. Probably not very, aerodynamic with it being straight. But if it's tied in a knot, you could probably toss and catch. All right, you want to challenge? You want to challenge? Try doing it from one hand to the next. Now, of course, you maybe you just go a little and you're just handing it off, or maybe you're going straight up, because the worst thing that can happen is what? It drops to the floor and you pick it up. All right, let's do a few more. That's it. Last one. Excellent, okay. Take your ball and you're gonna move it behind you and then bring it in front. And then move it as far behind you as you can and in front. So if you're sitting a little too close to the back of that chair, try to scoot forward so you have space behind you and front. And we're all, again, have different range of motion. So if you only go out to the side, that's okay. If you can get it all the way behind you, I want you to see if you can pass it to the other side behind you instead of in front of you. So watch, it's in my right hand, now it's my left hand. Okay, a few more, going at your own pace. This is it, last 2. Last 1. And relax, okay? Take the ball and place it behind you. We're not gonna need it anymore. We're gonna focus on our lower body. Ooh, there. To focus on the muscles of our lower body, one of the best exercises we can do is called sit to stand. And it is exactly why it's called that. We're gonna start sitting and we're gonna stand. But a couple of techniques I want you to practice. So, feet flat on the floor, not tucked on behind you. Hinge forward that we just practiced. Press down into the chair with your hands and see if you can push your heels into the floor and lift your buttocks off the chair. Now squeeze your buttocks and then release and come up. All right, did you breathe while you did it? Let's try it again this time. Remember, don't hold your breath. Hinge forward like we practiced. Push into the ground, squeeze your buttocks, exhale, and then release. Excellent. So the hinge forward, we're gonna take it a little farther now if you can. If you're comfortable just staying with that exercise, you're gonna keep doing that. If you're comfortable, you're gonna hinge forward, so your weight is forward, but lift it. Push into your heels as you shift up into a full standing position till you feel the front of your hips open, and then we're gonna reverse, and now you're gonna go from standing to sitting, okay? You wanna try it again? Here we go. Hinge and come up. Now a couple of options with your hands. If you want to use them, you can. If you wanna try with just using your legs, you can that as well. Just bring it across your chest and then lower. You're also probably, some of us can go a little faster, some of us are a little slower. I want you to listen to your body and really focus on the dynamics, the movement pattern of hinging forward, pushing into your heels, keeping your knees wide, coming all the way up till you feel the hips open, and then all the way down. This is not a race. It's about how it feels internally. And we're gonna do one more and stay right where you are. Okay. Second, another version of that is you take your toes out. So I widen my stance, and this may be more comfortable for you. But in doing so, what we're ending up doing is just working those muscles a little differently. So it might take a little less strain on your knees. Again though, don't let your knees roll forward. Hinge forward, take a deep breath in, push into your heels, lift your bum off the chair, and then release. Ready to go all the way? Here we go. So you hinge, up, open, hinge back. Get your hips back, sitting in that chair. And again, here we go. At your own pace, I want you to do it at least 4 times. Okay? As you come all the way up, feel the squeeze in your buttocks, and then hinge your hips back and down. I have 2 more to go. Breathe. Also notice your postural muscles, shoulders back and down, chest lifted, tall, knees out, and relax, shake it out. Whew. Okay, you know why that is such a great exercise? Because it works all these muscles. Sit back a little bit. Let's focus on our lower legs. Just lift your heels. Lift, lift, lift. Now lift your toes instead. Toes, toes, toes. Okay, you don't have to look down. You can check on those feet every once in a while, but I'd rather you look at me. Keep your posture tall and lifted, because guess what? You start looking at your feet, you see what happens to my shoulders? Toes up, up, up. Now heels. Heels, toes, inhale, exhale, heels. Let's cut it down. So you're only gonna do 2 and 2 of each. So you're gonna go toes twice, heels twice, toes twice, heels. Now singles, go toes, heels, and you may be feeling those shins getting a little tired, right? All right, give it a little breather, shake it up. Whew. Couple of ankle circles, and watch. So this is a good functional exercise, because function means it's similar to what we do in real life. So when we're walking, we have one foot is going to be lifting the toes while the other foot lifts the heels, right? So they do this. So try that. We're going to practice that while we're in place. So you have one toe lifting and the other heel lifting. This one you can look down and see if you're actually doing what you think you're doing. Sometimes it gets all cockeyed, but so just slow it down. Slow it down. Don't ever get frustrated. Anytime you're learning something new, right? It probably feels a little awkward. 8, 7, but you're never gonna get past that phase unless you just do it. Give me 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Whew. Okay, let's turn sideways. I have one more exercise for our lower body that I want to do. You're gonna turn to the side of the chair. Hold onto the back of your chair with your hand. This is your stabilizer, okay? And then check to make sure you have one leg is sitting on the chair, but the other one is not. Back toes are on the floor. Front heel is on the floor. Hinge forward like we practiced. As you press into the floor, you're gonna come up to a standing position and then lower. Okay, try it again. Push into the ground. Something we don't realize sometimes is that to stand up, the first thing you have to do is push the energy into the ground. Push down to come up and then down. One more. Exhale. And lower. Perfect. Other side, same thing. Let's just move our bodies around. Position yourself just like we did on that side where you're holding the chair. Front leg, take a look. You see how knee and heel is in line? I'm gonna push into the ground, and when I do that, I feel my buttock squeeze. So see if you can recognize that sensation. Push into the ground here with your toes and feel the squeeze in your buttocks. So hinge, push down, stand up, and lower. So basically this is a sit to stand, right? But we're just in a split stance. And down. Engage your abdominals, shoulders back and down. Even though you're hinging, you're still in really good form. All right, last one. And lower down. All right, we deserve a good stretch. Turn towards me. Take a sip of water if you need it. And let's start by stretching those inner thighs. Go back to that wide stance, hinge forward, and then just, again, the sensation like you're looking over a cliff, right? You're not trying to look under your chair, you're trying to look over a cliff. Take your right elbow, gently nudge that knee out. As you drop your right shoulder, you should feel a nice stretch inner thigh. Inhale, exhale. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Where did you feel it? Right here? Let's try the same thing other side. So you're not just turning, but you are turning. You first hinge, then turn, and hold, hold, hold. You can do some wrist circles if you want. And then back to center and come all the way up. Bring your feet closer together by going toes, heels, and let's stretch the outer side, the back side of your hip. Extend this leg. This leg is gonna just cross. Now you're gonna try to lift it above your knee, but it may not. If you can, then take this back leg or the bottom leg and slide it forward till it's right underneath your knee. And you're gonna feel a really nice stretch in your hip. Some of us, we feel it just by sitting like this. Some of us need to kind of hinge forward a little bit. Inhale, exhale, do a little wiggle, kind of assess, and go, oh, this feels great. Any stretches, it should feel, even if it feels uncomfortable because it's a stretch, it should still feel yummy. It should feel like, oh, this is what my body needs. I'm so tight there. Oh, I'm so glad I'm doing it. That's what you should be saying. Okay, add a little ankle circle. Other way. Perfect. Now, think of your toes, flex and point. And flex. And do you feel a stretch along the top of your foot? That's what I want. Now keep it pointed and imagine you had to check to see if you stepped on gum, how you kind of rotate, and you should feel a little stretch in the outside of the ankle. Meanwhile, we're still stretching right here, right? We haven't forgot about that stretch. And then go ahead, release the foot, turn towards your knee as you hinge forward. Ah, feels good. And then release. And let's do the other side. So you got this leg straight. This now is, we're gonna use the bottom leg to help lift this leg up above the knee. And then let's go through the same stretch that we did on that side. Let's try it on this side. Ankle circles. So you're feeling the stretch here. And then we're just going to do two things at once. Stretching that hip and a little mobility, ankle flexibility. Look to see, did you step on gum today? Do you feel the stretch in the outside of the ankle? We want that ankle mobility, right? All of these things really affect how we walk. That's why it's so important. And having good ankle and shin strength and mobility is really important for fall prevention. Okay, as you stay forward, I want you to turn towards that knee. Feel the stretch. Come back to center. Come all the way up. And guess what? Big deep breath in. Scoop up all that positive energy. Place it against your heart. Take a big deep breath in, exhale, and thank you so much for joining me today. Please join me again. Movement is such an important part of your life, and you need to do it every day. Hopefully you do it with me once a week.